You
Clout.
gotta pitch it to her
What
first.
do you mean cloud's not the answer to everything?
Clout.
And it- Hello, Cyber World. Welcome to another episode of the Bioka Bakery podcast. I'm joined today with Faiez, Naem, and Amadeus. Yeah, fun, good times, good people. Now, y'all hear about this Spider-Man animatronic that failed at Disneyland?
No.
Failed spectacularly.
Yeah, the spectacular Spider-Man failed spectacularly. So it's an animatronic that does shows daily. It does like somersaults in air and lands on the top of the Avengers campus building. And it looks pretty funny if you watch the footage. He looks like he just like froze up in air and just crashes into the building.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wait, so was it? Is it on a ride then?
No, so like it's one of those shows that just happens while you're out on the out in the out in the park, just like next to the Avengers campus.
Hmm.
And yeah, like it's during like a show that happens where like Spider-Man uh webs onto like a crane and then he's supposed to like flip onto the building.
Wait, they could do that with an animatronic?
Yeah, it's like the craziest animatronic thing ever.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Let's change since I've been in Disneyland.
Like-
that sounds ridiculous.
Do you actually see it land, or does it like disappear behind the building?
He crashes into the building. Like you actually
Oh.
see him like hit like paneling on the side of it.
No, I
Wait,
mean like when he normally is working.
Oh, I actually haven't seen the footage of like the regular show. I was hoping one day to
I
watch
would
it.
imagine that just have him like jump behind the building essentially and kind of disappear into like probably a crash pad or something.
So what he lands, well, the part of the building he hits, I guess, is like a small like raised cube,
Mhm.
and I think he's supposed to land on top of it, and I think it's like something he just like goes into. But yeah, like I said, I've never actually seen it.
So this animatronic is basically ruined then?
That's my guess. Yeah,
Dang.
yeah, very
And
expensive.
I probably haven't been to Disneyland in like 10 years. But is all the Marvel stuff and Star Wars stuff like part of the main park? It's not part of California Adventure, is it?
Um, I'm actually not certain where they put that stuff to be.
I believe the Star Wars is main. It's Disneyland.
Yeah, Star Wars should be main. I want to say the Marvel thing is over in California Adventure.
Yeah, actually, that's
Okay.
true about the Star Wars. Now I think about it, because they had cleared that spot.
Tomorrowland, or is that what it's called?
No, it's like by what is it? Like by Frontierland in the corner of the park.
Yeah,
I think the last time I was at Disneyland was probably what was it, grad night?
Yeah,
oh jeez.
Yeah, that's probably the last time I was at Disneyland. So graduation night of high school. Jeez.
I heard that they were making some big changes to Toontown instead of what they had been talking about for a long time. Actually, just straight up getting rid of it.
Oh really?
Yeah, I guess they were talking about just like removing it as a whole and just like figuring out what else they can do around there. Because they're like, oh, no one goes to Toontown.
Well,
Yeah,
they haven't
I mean,
really done anything with like those Toontown properties. Like any kids now have probably never even heard of any of those characters that are featured there.
Yeah, like Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
Pretty ancient character, honestly.
yeah, no, I mean it sucks for older generations of boomers and stuff, but really, if it's not moving the needle, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do?
For sure.
Yeah, I kind of want to go again to Disneyland. Like, I'm not gonna enjoy it. I don't really like crowds. I'm not big on theme parks, and like, if I am, like, I don't want to wait in 3-hour lines and things like that. But it's just been so long. I kind of want to experience it again.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Disneyland rides are more my pace because none of them are like too insane, but they're enjoyable. But the lines and the amount of people and the money you are paying for a
Yeah.
Mr. Pibb, outrageous.
Yeah, I mean, and plus they're getting rid of. I think there's still a California discount, but they're getting rid of the annual passes and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely
That's-
getting more costly to go. Like they keep increasing the price of like just parking as well.
Yeah,
it's-
I kind of agree with them getting rid of the annual pass because, like, again, it's way too crowded, and if you actually get somebody that's like taking a trip from the other part of the United States, or even just from another country, it sucks to just have a bunch of Californian kids who go there every day just to be crowding it.
Like, what's your opinion on like the genie thing replacing the fast pass?
The what now?
I don't think I really know about that.
So basically, you can pay to upgrade your ticket for like $20, and then you, I think it's for specific rides or after like specific times, like you can basically cut to the like a fast pass, but like built into your ticket. So instead of having to go to a ride, push the thing, get a fast pass for later to get the ride, uh, get the cut in that ride. Instead, you have an upgrade on your ticket, so you can do that with anything.
Did the fast pass also cost money too, didn't it?
Not when they originally implemented it. It
Oh,
was
okay.
just like, oh, you go in the morning, you stop at Indiana Jones, you press the button, and then it's like, oh, come back in like, 2 hours, and you can just like cut to the front.
Yeah, but that didn't last very long.
No,
They
they did
quickly
upgrade that.
transitioned to paying for it,
Yeah.
but then they like started limiting it to like you could only buy so many a day, and then they changed to like you could buy only so many per like hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's eh, if it was already not free, it sounds like the genie is just more convenient.
Um, that's true. I don't know. I think a lot of people were making a hullabaloo about it though, because like either maybe not understanding that fast passes weren't free already, or maybe like it's like some crazy step above. I guess is a possibility. It does come with other perks. I just don't think anyone cares about this as much. There's like this thing where like whatever pictures you have taken of you in the park, like you can look at the like database of it and like pick out which ones you want printed,
Oh,
which is
okay.
also good for like a family who's visiting. But yeah,
Yeah.
to imagine like going to a park, you got a family of four, or like you're going as a bigger group. Each person adds $20 to their ticket. Yeah, pretty expensive, I would think.
Can't even blame them for increasing prices on stuff because like they don't really have much room more to expand. And even
Yeah.
with the ridiculous prices, they are so packed. Like if you were to try to get a ticket right now, you probably wouldn't be able to get one for this week. Like you'd probably have to get a ticket for next week.
Well, I mean,
Maybe.
part of that is also it's summer.
No, I'm not even talking about I'm talking about like every day of the year. Like
I
if
don't
you're
know about.
trying to get like if you're trying to get a ticket for tomorrow, not gonna happen. Because even with these ridiculous prices, that park is still packed. And so they have to increase prices because they're like, this is too much.
Yeah.
Well, I think another part of that as a contributing factor is you know opening up again. A lot of people probably wanted to go back. Probably got a lot of
Yeah.
people who decided maybe now is a good time, and just getting a consistent flow of that.
Well, regardless, the demand is there. They need to bring up prices. Otherwise, if they brought prices back down to like, $60-$80 like other theme parks, you'd have to put in a reservation like months ahead.
I think what they should do is slightly lower the price of admission, but really just jack up the price of parking.
Don't give that laugh.
You forget about us Mexicans here or what?
No,
Because that's gonna
Racist.
be like $2 per person.
I don't know. I'm talking about insane prices for parking.
$250.
And then you get less people wanting to park. And then they need less parking space, and then they can expand more.
No. You see, I think the problem is, uh, just like you were saying, that they need to go ahead and expand and get some more land. They just need to like buy out Tijuana and just rebuild there and make that the new Disneyland.
So
Baja
what if we
Disney.
just get everyone off of Puerto Rico, bring them to the mainland, and we just make that Disneyland and make it a state?
I mean,
Disneyland.
we've already started. We've already gotten like millionaires and billionaires buying out a bunch of land out there and really pissing Puerto Ricans off. Just make it official.
Yeah,
Annex it as Disney.
it's close to Florida.
Disney.
It kind of
Yeah.
works, right?
Yeah.
Make it a
and
port for Disney cruises.
they're losing
Damn.
that what is it? Exemption they have over in Florida, so just
Oh,
help
yeah,
them
it's
move
true.
it across the pond.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Puerto Rico would probably give them a bunch of exemptions. I mean, again, they're already doing it for all the rich white people moving in.
Not sure I'd ever want to live on one of those islands near the equator with all those tropical storms and whatnot.
Oh, fuck that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary. Terrifying, really. And it's like your mountains of gold bars might save you from some gale force winds, but not all of them.
Yeah, see that's why, like Epstein and all those millionaires that do that, that's they got it all wrong. Putting themselves at so much risk.
Yeah, that was the risk they were taking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, what kind of like natural disasters are like an absolute like no go? I don't want to live in an area that's got like tornadoes and tsunamis. So I mean, living amongst earthquakes, I don't find earthquakes like super scary. I mean, like obviously the idea of like a giant earthquake is definitely intimidating still.
Yeah, the thing that honestly actually frightens me is
Uh-huh.
just Yellowstone. That's the only thing that really frightens me because like if something happens there, we're all fucked. And that doesn't really apply to your question because like
It's a global issue.
It is a
Well,
global issue.
technically,
Yeah.
the answer to your question is volcanoes.
No. It's not because volcanoes in general don't really scare me.
Super
It's
volcanoes.
just this fucking mega volcano that's gonna wipe out civilization as we know it.
So you wouldn't mind living on Pompeii pre eruption?
Okay, I mean that's just like saying like, oh, do you want to be, just actually that was a terrible example, but yeah, like if I know I'm gonna be in a disaster, what does it matter? Because I'm just choosing which way I'd rather die. At least with Pompeii, it seems like they died instantaneously.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully.
honestly, that's not that bad. If you gotta go. I mean, I'm assuming
gotta
it was
go.
instantaneously because, like, you see all the stuff of like
Oh,
people, people
yeah.
just like frozen in like place.
The ones that didn't run. The ones that did run, they suffered.
All right. Well, I'm not a Pompeii expert, but I feel like it was just really like very little time to react.
There was some that tried to run and then just got boiled alive in the water.
I guess it's kind of like, if there was to be like a like a nuke that was dropped down near you. I would prefer to be like right underneath than to be like in that zone where like you're gonna get kind of burned and then like just have a slow agonizing death. Anyways, I hope this is the conversation you wanted to spark.
You know, it's adjacent.
All right, so you don't want to live on a nuclear testing ground.
Definitely, yes, yeah. You know, just
Not on volcanoes.
no bikini atoll, no.
Good. You know, I think I'm sure it's maybe more common than I think it is, but areas where like you might have to worry about avalanche, like just getting snowed in, completely buried, have no way to be found easily. I think that's super scary. You got a lot of time to think about the situation here.
So, like, I don't know, avalanche specifically doesn't worry me, but the severe cold is crazy. Like, that's something where, you know, where we live, we definitely don't have to worry about that.
Oh no.
But the idea that, like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm just going to drive from, like, I don't know, North Dakota to Minnesota or something like that. And then, like, if your car breaks down in the middle of nowhere and you don't have a heater, you're fucked. Like, you know, if you cannot get someone to
Oh,
help you, like, it's just you are left to you know, at the mercy of nature. And I
No
think
one
that's something that like people who live in a big city or places that are don't get that kind of cold climate really takes for granted.
That's why you always gotta travel in fours. That way, if you do break down, you can still cuddle for warmth.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
I thought that was so that you'd have people to eat.
Yeah, we would take out Keloid.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yep.
Of
course.
So no road trips this year, huh?
No,
Yeah,
I'm down.
COVID.
I mean, question is, are you down?
Nowhere cold.
We don't have we don't have to go to the snow.
Yeah, good.
Let's go to Alaska.
Oh, okay. They got those growler bears now, right?
Roller?
Yeah, so like the polar bears that live like in the very north are like there's not enough ice now or something or other. I don't know. They start going south. And the grizzly bears are like, man, it's getting too hot over here, and they go north. And then they meet each other and they just like make growler bears.
Like that? Just go.
Yeah, tip to tip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Most certainly.
I guess I don't really understand bear anatomy.
Well, good. You don't want to know. It's scary. But yeah, so they're all over Canada now. At least they're spreading to Canada.
So, like, what does this thing look like? So it's a half grizzly, half polar.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, they're super scary.
Just a wall of muscle.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's a type of bear that I wouldn't say fuck that to. I mean, maybe like
Koala?
those red ones. Is a koala considered a bear?
No,
No.
not at all.
Well,
Teddy
then shut
bear?
the fuck up. I mean, are you talking about the stuffed teddy bear?
Teddy
Or are
Roosevelt.
you talking about like a black bear that you named Teddy?
I'm talking about Teddy Roosevelt.
Theodore Roosevelt, back from the dead,
No, fuck that.
out for
Okay.
revenge.
I guess he
Immune to
was also a
bullets.
mad lad. Yeah, okay. I guess there's no polar bear. I mean, no types of bears I would want to mess with.
No.
You could beat a bear in a fight.
Do I think I could beat a bear in a fight?
Yeah.
What do I have?
Maybe if it chokes on him, but
Would that be considered defeating it? Or
I'll
does the bear defeat itself?
give you an option of a bat,
Okay.
a set of clubs,
Okay.
or a pile of 2x4s.
gonna build a house to get away from the bear.
Pile of
say
2x4s?
He didn't
Yeah.
say he'd give you nails.
The jingle blocks.
Pile of 2x4s. You get
Uh,
one of those three things.
Would a a pile of 2x4s doesn't sound bad.
Doesn't sound good though.
It doesn't sound good. It sounds like it'd be hard to
Hey,
use.
What's the last dimension on those 2x4s?
2x4.
Yeah, but if it's a 2x4x4, not really gonna do shit.
Oh,
You got options.
Like an
You
assortment, okay.
You got like some 2x4x2s, two
sounds
by
like some shoddy
four
works.
by 4s, 2x4x8s. You got a couple options. It's a pile.
this is
Well-
all very useful for all of us who have no experience in carpentry.
I think in any situation where I have to melee a bear and I don't have any other form of protection, I probably lose unless this bear is a suboptimal bear. Has a very bad build.
I think the suboptimal bear is still gonna just tear your asshole out.
But like, what if it was like I don't know, like a bear that's like got like one missing foreleg and like, you know,
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You're
And,
still gonna
like,
be like
half
you're still
of
gonna
a
be like
hind
Leo.
leg.
You're still gonna get Leo'd just like in Revenant.
I'll get the Oscar.
Nah.
Posthumously.
Yeah.
After your video of your vicious death goes viral.
Well,
Then released in theaters.
it's just candid camera.
Oh Jesus.
put
That's
some,
like that fuck, what was that guy's name? Like the grizzly, like the guy that would live in cabins or in a cabin with like a bunch of bears and then like he just got totally murdered by a pair of bears.
I don't think I'm familiar with that.
I guess it's not murder if you're getting killed by nature, but yeah, like apparently there was like a recording of it, but like thankfully the cops got it and it was just like, yeah, we're not going to release this.
Ah,
Yeah.
Enough.
did the cops arrest the bears?
Barely.
I do not. Yes, nice. I do not know what happened.
Damn. That's scary. But I mean, like, probably shouldn't do that. Live
No,
with bears.
no. I mean, fuck all these billionaires and stuff that do the, like getting tigers and
Oh, yeah,
other
exotic
types of big
animals.
cats. Like I've seen that shit a lot online, where there's just videos of, and it's always like some guy in like Saudi Arabia or Dubai in his apartment with like this big fucking panther or something like that.
Yeah, I do wonder. Like, I guess like you must be making buku bucks, but like to like, okay, this guy wants to buy a tiger. Okay, let's hand the delivery off to these people. It's like, all right, we'll go
Yeah.
take this tiger up to your 100th floor apartment. Cool. You're sweet.
There was a thing on the news, I think it was like sometime earlier this year, where it was like footage of just like a tiger walking down the street, like in like a suburban neighborhood, and like even cops were like trying to keep people away, and some dude just drives up as like the tiger left. I think he came up to the cop and was like, "Hey, have you seen the tiger?" It- like he was just holding a tiger in like a normal suburban home.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts.
Like that tiger could have ate like the entire neighborhood's dogs and kids.
How many dogs do you think it takes to fill a tiger?
Their chihuahuas a lot. It's like Pringles.
Pringles.
Damn. Once you pop, can't stop.
Awful.
I mean, I think it would just take one chihuahua though, and then just work on that for a while.
But I mean, how much meat you getting off a chihuahua, right? Like, I mean, like that's maybe one meal. That's,
But I don't-
you need more chihuahuas.
I feel like a tiger's not gonna just like bam dead and then go to the next one, bam dead, get bam dead. Like I think it's gonna take out one, and then a few of them will like run away, and then they're gonna have that one dumbass chihuahua who gets a little too close, and then he'll swipe at it afterwards, and then have a little bit more of an evening snack.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know, man. I've seen a coyote like eat a cat. They just crunch through the bone. They don't work on it. They just look like the bone's not there. And if a coyote's doing that, can't imagine what a tiger's gonna do.
Yeah, also fuck coyotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking dicks.
There's just a lot of people who don't understand how dangerous fucking wild animals are in general.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of on topic. How viable do you think it is that a jackalope existed?
Wait, what was a jackalope?
It's those hares with the antlers.
Oh, I don't know.
Because like I know it's considered a cryptid of sorts, but it's like, as far as cryptids go, it's pretty tame. It's not like a Loch Ness monster or like those little pairs of walking legs.
It depends
what?
how elaborate you're going to be on the horns.
Yeah, maybe.
If it's
I
like
could see
small
that.
horns, why not? If it's like the big ass buck horns, probably not going to be able to survive.
Hmm.
I mean,
So then, I imagine the purpose of the horns would be like, for mating reasons, prove you're the alpha male rabbit.
Or like ramming into each other.
The little
I
top rabbit speeds run into each other.
I I mean maybe because like it makes evolutionary sense, especially with how much rabbits fuck.
Oh yeah, tons.
Yeah, I'm sure like they'd also get territorial. Oh, I had one bunny when I was growing up, and I just couldn't really get too attached to it. But also, it didn't help that it died pretty quickly.
Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad was getting tired of the bunny because it would like it was a real asshole. What it would do is it would just be in its cage, and then it would just go up to the side of the cage because we didn't, it was just one of the regular, what do you call it, metal gated whatever. So it's got holes in it and shit. And he would always just like put its dick outside and piss outside of the cage. And so
Oh wow.
and then my dad was just like, you son of a bitch. And then he just took it outside and left it outside. And yeah, just died of heat stroke.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
but didn't
sad.
die covered in piss.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was pretty upset about it, even though I wasn't close to it. But then also, my dad felt bad and got me a dog. Like after that, which I don't know if you guys ever met the yellow lab I used to have, Riley. I think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, only got that dog because my dad killed a bunny.
Interesting. It's some deep lore.
Yeah,
Yes.
I never owned a bunny, like personally, but our family took care of two bunnies that were from like cousins. Really questioned why they let us take care of the second one after the first one got killed by our dogs. And the second one also got killed by the dog.
Excellent story.
Yeah, well, it was my grandparents' house, so they had the rabbit in its cage in the garden because they were like, oh, nice and shady out there. It's in its cage, so it should be safe. And then overnight, apparently our Rottweiler jumped its enclosure, uh, pulled the metal of the cage back so that it could get to the rabbit. And then after tearing it to pieces all over the yard, decided to hike it on the gate to its enclosure, and then jumped back over into his enclosure and went to sleep. And that's what my grandmother and grandfather woke up to early in the morning because they're like the ones that would wake up at dawn, kind of start their day. So by the time I, as a child, got up, they had already cleaned the mess up. And I was like, "What happened to the rabbit?" I was like, "Oh, look, he must have chewed out of his gate or his cage and ran away." Oh well. And I believed that for many years, and then was eventually told, "No, yeah, our Rottweiler ate both of them."
Oh, shit.
So, did you ever find out why they thought it was a good idea to let you guys
Not
adopt
no,
the
not the
bunny?
second one. No, nope, have no idea. I don't know why. I think one of them, yeah, they were two different cousins, but the other
Oh,
cousin knew about the first one.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, so I'm like,
Bad logic, whatever it was.
or best logic if they were tired of taking care of the bunny.
Or if they just really
Uh,
like dogs.
Yeah, also
yeah,
true.
could be.
Now, this Rottweiler Cujo of yours, was it a good pupper though?
to the immediate family, she was very protective, and as a child, I could just like slap her around and she wouldn't do a thing.
You're a
That
monster.
sounds, yeah.
The minute anybody outside of the immediate family walked in, she'd try to murder them.
Well, if you were slapping this Rottweiler around, I kind of get why he was killing bunnies.
You made a sociopath.
As a child, what do you want?
That's okay.
I was like,
You have the blood of two bunnies on your head.
I'd say that's probably like kindergarten, first grade.
No one
Hey.
told you to stop slapping the dog.
But I mean, kids are always dicks to like dogs growing up. Like my first dog, my first dog. It was a black lab named Cherokee, and this dog was just one of the most well trained, most behaved dogs we've ever had. Like my dad would tell me that me and my brother, though I think it was mostly my brother because he was always an asshole as a kid, would like pull its tail, do all this stuff, yank out its ears. He wouldn't give a shit. Like he would just always just be there, licking his face, whatever. And like if anyone said sit, do whatever, he was perfect. Only thing though is that he hated anyone who had like a little bit of color to their skin. Like some of our cousins would come over because like my immediate family, we all are all pale, like look very white. But on my dad's side, there's a lot of cousins and stuff that are native Hawaiian and are dark. And so like anytime they would come over, he would get pissed. He'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here." We don't really know where it came from, but he just had this innate hatred inside of him.
He was a rescue?
Yeah. Yeah, he was. We got him from the pound. I don't think he was even a puppy. Like I think he was like a few months. So like yeah, he might have had a bad experience with someone,
Yeah. That could very much be it.
Yeah. But it's crazy because, like one of my cousins, he's just like the nicest guy ever. Generally pretty good with animals. But yeah, he would just like get this freaking crazy look in his face when he saw him.
That's pretty nutty. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never had any dogs that would get aggressive or anything.
They're
They're all
racist
very
dogs.
nice.
You have to think about
No racist
it.
dogs.
I don't know. I think a certain someone who slept on your floor would have something else to say about that.
No,
Oh,
that was
that's not.
justified.
Yeah, that's not racist.
He said wouldn't get aggressive.
I
no reason.
mean, okay, yeah, he would get aggressive, but like that was trained from like my sister mistreating him.
Yeah.
So like that's different. Like before that, he was great, but then like my sister would come around, tease him while he's like trying to go get his food, so that he wouldn't feel like he'd go get his food, so he'd get aggressive. Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah,
So
she'd
he
do
just lived
something.
his life choosing violence.
I mean, what would you choose if you couldn't get food?
Violence when food is involved.
No. It all becomes violence. It's all a blur. You just see red.
I can attest to that.
See?
Yeah, don't fuck with my food.
Yeah, see? Everything becomes this person's kind of being a dick. But what if they do it when there's my food involved?
Oh hell no. Yeah.
You do preemptive strike.
Pre-
I won't let it get there. It's not going to get to that point. Sound good?
Sounds like a horrible existence.
Unless you get vengeance. Pre-vengeance.
But pre-vengeance is never enough.
No. But victory is sweet.
Until you realize you still gotta go out and get pre-vengeance.
Nah. One thing at a time.
That's not how your dog did it.
Well,
There's no stopping it.
You draw blood from one person, they leave. They'll walk away.
I like how we both happen to get up at the same time. Like I was just readjusting my shit, and then like I stand up, you stand up. It's like, oh shit, something happened.
Yeah. I know.
But yeah, moral of the story is your sister was a dick.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hands
I
down.
mean, you saw to that.
Yeah, I mean, I got vengeance. Yeah.
Fucking A.
Was it you or the vacuum that got vengeance?
It was a tag team.
Mm.
Yeah, a May tag team.
From the top rope. Amadeus, you've been awfully quiet.
Awfully.
No exciting dog stories?
Not really.
All right. Thank you for your input.
Anytime.
I think as far as dogs go, I'd want a German Shepherd. I like those German Shepherds.
For me, so I do want to try to get a dog in the future, but
Future
I've
dog.
already just talked about this. Yeah. Well, since I travel so much, and I live alone, it's obviously not fair to the dog because I don't want to have them
Oh yeah.
put them in a kennel. And plus, my old dog who's still alive and lives with my mom and grandmother, Foxy. She is very like the sweetest dog in the world to any human. Like, doesn't matter if you are like a burglar with a knife to my throat and just like beating the shit out of me, she's gonna be licking that burglar to death. But when it comes to another animal, ooh, she is gonna tear that thing apart.
What the fuck?
Like no matter what, she's killed like neighbor's cat. She's killed tons of like rats, possums. Tried to pick a fight with a raccoon. All kinds of stuff. But yeah, so when she unfortunately passes, which will probably be soon because she's pushing 14 now, and she's a yellow lab, so big dogs typically 13 to 14 is about as long as they last. After that, I'm looking at probably getting a dog, and then obviously keeping her at my place. But then if I'm traveling, kind of take her to my mom's for them to be able to watch them. But
yeah.
anyway, what I was gonna say is I would probably either do a lab or a German Shepherd. Like those are two of my favorite breeds. Maybe a Doberman, but Doberman seems to have like a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Which would be good because that would like motivate my fat ass to have to actually go outside, take it for a walk, take it for a run.
What do you mean? You're very slim, very slender.
Yeah. Look at this, like you got a little 6-pack down here.
It's 4.
That's what you can see.
Oh yeah, damn.
Yeah,
Below the waistline.
yeah, below the spandex.
Yeah, I mean, I get that's a good point. Yeah, having a dog to get you to be more active. Is
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I wasn't trying to say like I want to get a dog to force me to be more active. I just want to get a dog because I love having a dog. But yeah, for a Doberman specifically, like I know they have insane amounts of energy. So if I do that, I feel like, well, any dog is a big commitment, but a Doberman especially, like I know they're fucking crazy and they'll just tear the house apart if you
Yeah.
don't like take them out every day.
like those labradoodles.
Are Labradoodles like that too?
Yeah, it's the poodle in them.
I've always heard that poodles could be like real assholes.
Yeah, poodles, and I've heard the same thing about Dalmatians. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that too. One of my buddies growing up had one, and I remember he would growl at me and scare the shit out of me. Like, meanwhile, I've met like German Shepherds and Rottweilers who are just sweethearts.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, German Shepherds are the best.
I like German Shepherds. German Shepherds, Labs. Like to me, I like the more no nonsense type of breeds.
Something about nonsense though. That's nice.
What's that?
There's something about nonsense that's nice though.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I love dogs in general. You
Yeah.
know, my least favorite is probably Chihuahua, but I've still met Chihuahuas that I like.
Sure. Yeah. Same.
But in general, they're yappy little fuckers. But you know, every once in a while you'll find one that's a sweetheart.
Plus, they like Taco Bell.
They do. They yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yeah. Speaking of pets, I used to have a pet crawfish. Yeah, talked about it a little bit. He was a wacky little dude. He liked to climb out of his little plastic container we kept in. It was like a big bin. And yeah, well, I guess he wouldn't climb out of the big one. He used to be small enough to where we had like a small one, size like a shoebox, and he would climb out. He'd just like walk around the house in the early morning. And
Would that scare the shit out of like your sister or mom, or was that just with your dad?
With my dad. Well, we were all still a family then. But yeah, my dad would be the one to find him because my dad would wake up before everyone else. And I remember the first time, yeah, my dad told me like, "Oh yeah, it scared the crap out of him." He's like, "Oh, what's that thing doing in here?" Just a little like red monster crawling on the floor.
I mean, crawfish and crustaceans, like when you stop to look at them and compare them to the rest of, just life, especially things that are not in the ocean, it's really fucking freaky. Like that is shit that like, most alien movies just kind of look like lobsters, crawfish, crabs, shit like that.
Definitely true, yeah. The ocean, she's crazy.
Why did you get a crawfish?
It was from a school project actually. Like we had
okay.
yeah, we had like hatched the crawfish, and then like we were like doing like things where like we had to observe
Crawfish
them.
are in eggs?
I think it was. I actually don't remember. Maybe I did a bad job.
Wait, what? So you had the crawfish like born in the classroom?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Really weird.
Yeah.
Was it like a class pet or like each kid had a crawfish?
The students were divided into teams, and each team had a crawfish. And then at the end of the project, it was like, okay, well, decide if anyone wants it in your group or not, and then figure out how to do that.
And if not, we're having a crawfish broil. Wow!
I mean, there were only like 12 maybe in the class.
Yeah. That could be like
that's
yeah.
Yeah.
That's enough
Not
for
enough.
like one fat me.
Yeah. Maybe a kid's meal. Maybe one
Half
kid
an
could eat.
ounce.
But yeah, so I ended up taking mine home. It lived for 2 years. Yeah.
It's a really weird pet. Like especially to have for a school.
Yeah, and as a kid, you think just like anything has a capacity for love, and then you find out they don't. No matter
Makes it grow up real fast.
no matter how nice you are to it, no matter what you feed it, no matter how many cool things you put in its little enclosure, it won't like you. It will pinch.
Is that why you'll still eat crawfish today?
I do not eat crawfish, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I won't, because I stared into his little eyes too many times.
What about shrimp?
I will eat shrimp.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hasn't
That's
stared
silly.
into their little eyes as many times.
No, not nearly.
You know, 'cause
Not
usually
even
they
close.
have the heads taken off. Okay, but can you eat the shrimps with the heads on?
You
Shrimps
know,
and crawfish.
I don't think I've ever done that.
I've gotten that. Like, if you go to, like, at that one gross ass China buffet that
Yeah.
used to be, yeah, kind of by the school. Yeah, that place that we're having the shrimp that had the fucking eyes and head still in there.
Were those shrimp or were those prawns?
I
Those
don't
shrimp.
fucking know. Even if it was a prawn, you think that place is gonna properly label it? It's probably just gonna still call it a shrimp. It's
I don't
probably
know.
just got like shrimp shit all over it still. That's why we all got sick.
Prawn does sound more expensive.
It does. Pinky's out. Ooh.
Does it? I never thought of prawn that way.
I don't know. I guess maybe I do, but I don't know where I would have got that from. Maybe it's just from the fact that you hear about shrimp more than you do about prawn.
Oh man, could I go for some shrimp and some shrimp sauce?
Oh man. There's this place in Las Vegas called Joe's. It's a steak and seafood place. And they do this fucking jumbo shrimp. I think that is actually a prawn. But oh, it is like from where my fingers are to like right there. It's fucking huge. It's amazing. And they also had amazing Chilean sea bass there too. But yeah,
Speaking,
like talking about good fucking shrimp, that's the best shrimp I've ever had.
Ooh.
Making a good food. I had a barbecue place the other day. I was just grabbing some barbecue, looking through food app, and I see some tri-tip fries. Like, I'm not gonna say no
What?
to that.
Wait, what does that mean?
Tri-tip
Fries.
fries with tri-tip.
Yeah.
Oh,
a
okay,
soda
okay.
fry.
Like
Yeah.
asada fries, but with tri-tip.
I was picturing tri-tip that were like cut like a curly fry could or something. I was like, oh, awful use of tri-tip. Okay, no, that sounds good.
No. It had pepper jack cheese and some chipotle like sauce, but it also had like their barbecue sauce on the side, so you could like put it on. Oh,
Calm down.
it was good. It was
Dude.
really good. I had
You
ordered
need to
like
change
some
your
other
seat.
stuff to try, but like I didn't even end up trying most of the other stuff because I just kept eating the tri-tip fries.
Hmm.
It was really good.
Where was this place?
So you know where Boba Tea Lounge is?
Ah, okay.
It's I think it's called like Buckboard Barbecue.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
That was amazing. Oof, it was so good.
Hey. I wouldn't mind trying that.
The chili was okay.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, like it wasn't bad, but like I
Hey.
don't know. I guess the thing with chili is like there's so many different ways to make chili and so many
Yeah.
styles of chili that it's like you get ones with like a bunch of beans in them. You get ones that have like they're like no beans whatsoever because it's they're like yeah chili doesn't use beans. You have some with like a million meats. You have ones with like no meats. Yeah, that's just made in so many different ways. When someone says a bowl of chili, you don't know what you're getting.
Yeah. Ah. I've never had chili at a restaurant that I've been impressed with. I've been to like chili cook-offs and like those have always set the
Right?
bar for me.
Yeah.
But a restaurant just I've never had one that's like amazing. I've had restaurants that have chili and it's like, okay, this is standard what I'd expect of chili. But nothing where I'm like, damn, that's good chili.
I think the place to get good chili is you go to your local firehouse and you knock on the door and say, "Hey, fireman known for making chili with several alarms. Just cook
Shut
me up
the
a
fuck
bowl."
up.
You know where you get good chili though?
Not chilies.
A certain someone's mom who was supposed to be here.
Yeah, that's good chili.
Yeah,
Real
I haven't-
chili.
You guys have said that, but I haven't tried that.
I don't know that she's gonna make anybody a chili anytime soon, but ooh,
She made me
Make some
apricot
good
jam.
Ooh.
recently?
Well, I don't know if it was made for me, but I showed up there and she's like, "Here's a jar of apricot jam."
Did
I haven't
she
tried it
make
yet.
it?
Yeah, she made it.
Oh, fuck you.
I've always wanted to make like a preserve
What do you want to preserve?
fruit.
Just good. Any fruits, just throw them all.
Yeah,
Good idea. I'd like that.
banana. It's like the stupidest thing to preserve.
Hope it doesn't turn brown.
Oh, it will.
Hey, make some banana bread.
I've never been like big on banana bread. When I have it, it's not bad.
Have you gotten like fresh banana bread, like not something from like a grocery store?
I've had fresh, yeah. I've been to like potlucks where people have made it, and I've had good where it's just like the right level of moist. I hate it when banana bread comes out dry.
Mhm.
Moist.
I personally really enjoy banana. Not
Like-
to the point where like I'm gonna eat a whole loaf, but like having a little bit of like hot chocolate and a slice of banana bread, very nice.
What is your favorite baked good? Actually, here I'll narrow it down. Baked good in the morning, like for breakfast.
For breakfast?
What?
Like for breakfast or with breakfast?
Either. I mean, it could be on the side. It could be your main thing.
For the morning, honey buns are usually my go-to.
I haven't really had many honey buns. Like not probably in a very long time.
You warm them up.
Of course.
That's how you do it. If I can, my go-to is generally a blueberry muffin,
Yes.
a little warmed up.
Blueberry
Like, I'll put-
muffin is probably my favorite thing to have in breakfast.
Like put it in the microwave for like maybe 7 to 10 seconds, and it just hits the spot.
Either a blueberry muffin or a bagel, or something I got into when I was go to Coffee Bean is their lemon loaves. Those are pretty good.
I'd say for me, it's either the blueberry muffin or I really like croissants. Big fan of croissants.
Yeah, croissants. They have to be made well though. Like if it's not a good croissant, it's just like it's easy to fuck up in my opinion compared to like a blueberry
yeah, I
muffin
agree
or
with that.
something. Like a blueberry muffin, even when it's not great, like even if it's like a little stale, it's not bad.
The other thing I kind of feel that way about is scones. I feel like those scones are probably like,
Yeah.
most of them are pretty whatever. But like you get a good scone, that's treasure.
Yeah, I'm not, unless it's a good scone. I'm not. I guess that's why I
Yeah.
don't normally want a scone, because I'm like, unless it's good, I don't want it.
My
How do you
mom
know unless you
made-
try it?
Yeah, and that's the problem. That's why I
How
don't
do you
get 'em.
eye a scone and be like, that's gonna be a good scone?
I don't eye a scone.
way
I
you
have someone
know-
else tell me that it's a good scone. and then I'll try it.
That
And if it's a good scone, or I'll hit you.
that damn that
Hell.
or it's a homemade one. Like my mom made some homemade scones a few months back for me, and my god, they were fucking amazing. Like they were just so fresh. The glazing on that she put some glaze on top of it with the blueberries. It's fucking perfect. Oh, hit my mic as I started
Yeah,
getting
I'll
sounds.
usually when we'll hit up Costco for like things that we need, sometimes I'll go by and I'll see the blueberry muffins and I'm like, oh, I'll grab the 2 stacks of blueberry muffins and that'll be my breakfast for like the next
Yeah.
2-3 weeks.
You know
I'll
what?
just warm one up.
I think you just made me realize why I love this so much. My dad would always go to Sam's Club and buy those big packs of muffins. And I think it
Yep.
makes me a little nostalgic. 'Cause,
Mhm.
yeah, the blueberry muffins, like waking up and doing that. Like those things were fucking huge too. Like they come in a big pack, and
That
it was just
breakfast.
yeah, like
Breakfast.
you could eat one muffin and you're done. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
bigger than what you would get like at a coffee shop or something like
Mhm.
that. It's much bigger. Yeah, Sam's Club and Costco are just like the centers for gluttony.
It's kind of true. In a good
Nice
way.
warm muffin with a nice cool glass of milk. Mm.
Damn you! All right, I'm gonna get a muffin tomorrow morning. Really got sweet tooth.
I tried out a new place the other day. They primarily do egg sandwiches, and
Hmm.
I split a coffee cake, and it looked amazing. Like the moist level looked perfect, and then take a bite. It's super dense and kind of dry.
Hmm.
And I was so sad because I was like, it's been so long since I've had coffee cake. And I was just utterly disappointed. Everything else was great. I loved everything else. They had these like, I think they called them like hash brown fritters, where it looked like a handmade tater tot that they fried themselves.
Ooh.
And it came with like a spicy like queso sauce. It was really good.
That sounds amazing.
It was amazing.
Spicy queso sauce. Ooh. Dude, there's something about spicy cheese sauce that just hits different. Like
Yeah.
um
It's different
Taco
flavor too.
Bell's the volcano tacos.
Volcano sauce.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
They had the spicy
Man,
nacho sauce stuff. That's so
fuck the
good.
fucking pizza. Bring the volcano tacos back.
Yeah.
They won't because everyone's all about the Doritos tacos.
I don't
I don't know if it's that big of a thing. I mean, they took away like the 2 other flavors. Now it's just the nacho.
I think it's mainly because of the marketing appeal. Like I don't think people who get it, like who've had either, would really say that the Dorito one's necessarily better. It's just like, Dorito taco, that's stupid. I don't get that.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of people on like TikTok and like Twitch whenever they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm just like a whore for Taco Bell because
Well, you
of them
can't.
Dorito tacos." It's like,
I
Well,
mean, I'm a whore for Taco Bell too, but like,
yeah, but you're a whore for Fiesta potatoes.
I mean, I
well,
like most of the things on the menu.
Keloid's just a whore, just like everyone else on TikTok and Twitch.
Oh my god. I don't know, man. I don't understand. I mean, I like their tacos. Don't get me wrong. I think the regular tacos they fill a certain need that I need, and
I
that's
don't.
a certain self-hatred that I carry within me. But other than that, it's like the rest of it is just it's like you know that torture that people do because they're like horny sluts? Dude,
What?
No.
Wait,
that's a
wait,
Taco
what?
Bell taco.
You have to be a little more specific.
You know, when they like spank each other and they chain each other up and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a
Oh,
Taco Bell taco.
so you want us to
Everything.
get a hard shell taco from Taco Bell and break it over your ass.
We'll talk about that off air. But everything else on the menu is just like it's like downing laxatives. It's no fun for anybody.
I don't know about that. I mean, yes, to the laxative part. I mean, Taco Bell wrecks my asshole, but I mean, I wouldn't dismiss the rest of the menu.
I'll take the beefy 5-layer when it's in a box. I won't hate it.
Yeah.
Okay, they're nacho fries. I don't have no right to go that hard. They're just fries. Damn it, they're good. But other than that, Taco Bell don't make any sense to me. But yeah, the volcano taco, hands down. Hands down. Hands down.
Oh yeah, hands down. Bye.
The best thing they ever put out, to where I would be like, I would never feel the need to get a normal taco there because I'm like, I could get a volcano taco.
So how come you haven't started a petition yet?
Not Doja Cat.
Okay, because you got to be Doja Cat to start a petition.
Who brought the Mexican pizza back?
Taco Bell.
Doja Cat.
Why do you think
I don't
he
think
was so
she's back there making them.
Why do you think he was so insistent on us starting this podcast? We got to get the clout first.
But apparently Doja Cat.
Well, we got to get the clout to talk to Doja Cat, and then she'll bring the volcano taco back.
There you go. I'm sure
It's just like he didn't even read the script.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just asked myself, what are the chances she's actually had the volcano taco?
Why does she
Well-
need to have the volcano taco?
Well, why would she want to bring it back if she'd never had it?
Clout.
You got to pitch it to her first.
What do you mean clout's not the answer to everything?
Clout.
This guy.
And if it
He's so
was-
naive.
If it was, then why would I listen to you? Because you got none.
Oh shit.
You know, sometimes you say some really hurtful things.
Yeah.
All right, can we get Kelborn canceled on everything?
Can we?
Oh, I guess it's already done.
Yeah. The operators give it away. Yeah, I think that's a yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Make it a Patreon tier.
Cancel.
Cancel Kelborn
Cancel
tier.
Kelborn.
Cancel Kelborn. Damn.
Just gotta subscribe for 5 months at $24.99. Can you even do like cents on Patreon? I don't know.
Damn.
I'd fund it.
I'm sure. Just to see what would happen. See the wake of destruction in your path.
Yeah. I mean, you would just like drop one of your social media accounts and you'd be fine.
That's how it goes. Well, I think my face is dying. So I
Again?
think it might be time. Yeah, again, it happens a lot.
What being a Taco Bell slut does to you.
But
Nerve
that's
endings
the-
in his face.
the
Nerve endings in
butt.
his face.
No. Keloid is a Del Taco slut.
I like both.
Huh. You whore.
All right, one of them's got to go.
If I
Yeah.
had to choose, that's kind of difficult, actually.
I know it is for you especially.
Man,
There are certain items that are just unreplaceable from anywhere else.
All right, actually, how about this? You can only have one taco from either Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, or Del Taco for the rest of your life.
Oh, that one's easy.
That you have to pay for, or
No, you can't have any other ones.
oh, okay.
so I have to choose one. The other two,
You can no longer have a taco at Del Taco or a taco at Taco Bell.
So it's fuck, marry, marry for tacos. Or no, marry, fuck, fuck. Or
Uh,
no, marry, kill, kill.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Sorry.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
sorry.
It's a marriage. You
Yeah,
murderer.
Taco Bell.
Oh,
Yeah, Taco Bell.
really?
Yeah,
That's-
it'd be Taco Bell.
I don't like Del Taco's regular tacos.
I don't like Taco Bells. I prefer Jack's.
What about Burger King?
They have tacos.
I don't know if they do
I
anymore,
don't
but they
know.
did for
I
a
don't
while.
think they do anymore.
They're all right. I
I like them.
they were decent, but they're not like a staple like Jack in the Box is for me.
True. True.
That's why like every time I go there, I get the jumbo jack and 2 tacos. Fuck the fries.
Damn, now I'm so hungry. I'm gonna have to order food after this.
I mean, yeah, that's how each one of these recordings are gonna go. We're just gonna always talk about some sort of fat ass fucking food.
Yeah. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
All right, Kelborn. So, the double Del
Yeah.
or the Fiesta potatoes. One's got to go.
Ooh. I think I'd take the double Del.
That's a shocker.
I mean, yeah, because like, as much as I love the potatoes, it's not. They don't make the meal. They just increase my happiness. But I can have a meal out of the double Del. It's just less happiness.
I don't know if I would say increase my happiness about any fast food.
You wouldn't?
Well, maybe temporary,
Yeah.
but then afterwards, happiness goes.
Oh yeah, it's drops down.
It's like
Yeah,
at best, it doesn't make me actively sad at the moment.
You go into insulin shock.
Yes. Now, blueberry muffin, on the other hand.
Okay. Get those endorphins going.
Those what?
Endorphins?
Endorphins.
No, endorphins.
Yeah, the Echo the dolphin.
Oh yeah, he knows. Or was Echo a he?
I don't know, but they just had a Happy Meal. So your headset's on?
Yeah, I'm dying. I'm going to the Shadow Realm soon.
Okay. Well, Keloid's face is gonna slide off and turn into a pumpkin, so we'll have to call it here.
It was another great episode of Bioka Bakery podcast. Good talking to you guys, especially about the food. You had lots of great points, Amadeus. Yeah.
Sarcasm. Yay.
All right. Well, then I guess we'll see you guys on the next episode. Have fun and good times out there. Farewell.
Bye.
Follow our new social medias.